Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. As usual, for the month of April, I'm offering a monthly special. And this monthly special is called The Rising, and it's focused on themes of rebirth, change, and empowerment. So if you would like to know more info about that, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Sagittarius, I do feel like some of you are trying to find your footing within the chaos that some of you have going on in your life. There's a lot of ups and downs during this mid-month that you may experience, and an overall sense of instability that sometimes may feel unsettling for some of you, because I feel like the majority of you are looking for a straight line in your life, a straight direction, something clear, something defined, something, that you can count on, surely. Some of you, during this mid-April, you're being called to organize and balance your emotional and practical needs, because there are things here that for some Sagittarius, there are things here where you having either too much of something or putting too much of energy into something and too little into other. And there's a clear need to work with this justice as your opportunity, which is all about balance and making the right decisions, for your own good and the good of everyone involved, doing the right thing. Some of you during this mid-month, you are being called to do the right thing. And the right thing may imply, for some of you Sagittarius, to break patterns that you have been following or that you have been, feeding and continuing in your life that you want to change. There are things here that depend on you. There are things here that are a little bit out of your grasp. I feel like you're trying to work with this. You're trying to work with energies in which you can do something about, in which you can take the appropriate, measures and decisions that are up to you, and where you need to leave something to, you need to leave something to the other's choice, if this is about relationships, or to, time itself. Because I feel like some of you are there's a misplaced as well energy between trying to change things that are not up to you, and others of you, you're not taking enough initiative or not being proactive about things that are up to you. So there's a little bit of a misplaced imbalance, as I said, energy about confusion as well. A lot of confusion in some of you. I feel like some of you have certainties that come that come to you fast and quickly in this sudden. It's like a sudden lightning in your mind that tells you what to do, and suddenly you are sure of what you want to do and what you should be doing. But then the next day you go back to the wheel of fortune and you go back to not being sure and not feeling settled, not feeling, that maybe that's the way. So there's a lot of questions that some of you are making. Some of you want to make decisions for the good of you and of everyone around you. Some of you are dealing with tough decisions regarding family or regarding a group of people. Some of you may be going through separations in terms of family units. So there may be losses or divorces or just separations in general with people you love, people that mean the world to you, due to some circumstance, due to something that might happen that might drive them away. Or it could also be that you may feel, that you need to go away yourself from a group or from something that is not making you happy anymore. I feel like some of you have been, trying to hold on to something that emotionally used to be fulfilling, and that right now is just an ongoing up and down, up and down, up and down roller coaster kind of experience. I feel like this is your advice. The Wheel of Fortune as your advice is that type of things, that type of advice that it's about you letting things be, you letting the change come, you letting people go, or you letting people in, you letting life, right? And the ongoing constant of this movement in life, this up and down, the cycle of life itself, from birth to death, rebirth again, right? To let things be in terms of this natural cycle. It's like to respect the cycle of life, because some of you don't accept it. Some of you are not comfortable with change and not comfortable with either things, ending, or things changing, things beginning where you don't want to begin them. You're not you're not at peace. Sagittarius is not at peace with where they are at this point. Some of you are not. And I feel like part of it deals with the need for you to understand what is the right thing for you, what it is that you truly want, what it is that it's the truth of a situation. Some of you are being called during this mid-month to take a real look about the truth of the matter, to not allow emotions to cloud your judgment, because you're being called to use your reason during this time when making tough calls, or when having the conversations that you need to have, when signing the agreements you need to sign, when committing yourself. There's a need to be in this righteous element, fair, to be fair with you and with others. Some of you may receive this type of treatment from others. There may be people during this mid-month that exhibit traits that are for you quite it's like unstable. Like people that 1 minute want you, people that another minute don't want you, people that 1 minute are on board with you and then again they are not on board with you. So as I said, a lot of you are being tested with the ability to just accept and flow with the movement of change. There's like a spiral for some of you. It's like you are moving in circles and circles and circles, and some of you are getting dizzy. Some of you need to jump out of this of this spiral, and you can do so. The advice here is again the will. There are things that you're not aware yet that depend on you to stop the roller coaster, to stop the crazy movement or the chaos. You need to stop and center yourself, align mind with heart, right? So you can know what to do, so you can know what's the right choice to make upon something, or the right behavior, or the right decision. Some of you, this is the challenge. This is 10 of Cups. You're not happy. There's a sense of not feeling happy, not feeling accomplished emotionally as you would like. And I feel like part of it is due to the fact that you may need to change something about your emotional, experiences, or the patterns that you emotionally, repeat ongoingly, you allow to happen in your life, that are always going to bring more of the same experiences of unsatisfaction. Others of you could be that family itself, or marriage, relationships that have this unit, this commitment vibration about it. It's giving you a hard time, or it's not. There are relationships that are long-lasting ones, not new ones, that are giving you a hard time, or where there's a lot of discussions and agreements and disagreements and needing to, you know, some of you are in situations like a cold war, you know. It's like some of you could be giving the cold treatment or receiving cold treatment or silent treatment, things on those lines. And some of you, the advice here is clearly to let things be. Others is actually to act upon, you know, what you know is right, to use your consciousness, to use it. Use your consciousness, use your mind to understand the truth of something, the truth of who you are, the truth of a situation, the truth of your feelings, the truth of your needs and your desires. You have to be very, I feel like some of you need to do this in following patterns that you are comfortable with. You can't be rushed, you can't be pushed, you can't be told what to do. There's a clear sense of you needing to structure here the steps of your decisions in your own way. So don't allow external pressure or influence to rush decisions, because the decisions you're making during this mid-April, whichever they are important. They are extremely important, and they are as well tests of your own judgment, tests of your integrity. So it's not a time to play around with situations. It's not a time to lie. It's not a time to deceive, because you're being tested here. And if someone else is doing this to you, you will as well, in a certain way, end up, you know, realizing or knowing what this is about. I feel like there's something you can't get away with. There's that clear notion here. Some of you are in a phase where you are receiving karmic, you know, rewards or lessons, which means that the good deeds of your life so far, you will be rewarded by them, by the wheel of fortune, bringing you luck. Open, you know, to this wheel can open to you doors of success, doors of fortune, doors of experience, doors of wisdom, knowledge. It can really offer you things that are unexpected and surprisingly good. But the karmic, the ones that have not been doing things that you should, or that were right, or were, you know, fair to others, you know, you may receive something, you know, as a karmic, you know, result out of those actions during this phase. So basically there's a lot of things coming to you, good ones, positive ones, some of them more challenging or more difficult to deal with, and all of them feel like connected with the lessons in your life, the cycles in your life, things that you have done, you know, your good deeds and your wrong actions. They are in display. This is why this is not a time for Sagittarius to play, to joke, to deceive, or to allow anyone else that you know is doing this to you to do that to you, because there's a real sense of retribution, and a fast one, when things are being done out of truth and out of heart, and when things are being done out of you know, hidden agendas or just male intention. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.